amigos y amigas, bienvenidos a otro episodio de Bellas. Thank you so much for tuning in and happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
This is your host Dianna Citlaly
Y Alejandra Salgado.
So first we want to start off by giving a very special shout out to our last follower on Instagram. Ella es Tamia, Tamia period DUNLAP. Thank you so much for supporting us. We truly appreciate it.
All right, thank you so much for our followers. Keep supporting us and we love you guys. So, besos, bellas y bellos, right? Y bueno, pues, antes, we're going to have a little fun segment for you guys today, pero antes de, getting deep into that, we want to kind of talk really quickly about a serious topic that's been going on. So, si han escuchado de la caravana, muchos inmigrantes de Honduras están pasando, crossing the Mexican border to get to the United States. And we just we're not going to get into details, pero nomás pienso que es muy importante para anotarlo porque igual que nosotros, nuestra gente mexicana, hemos tenido que pasar, nuestros familiares han tenido que pasar por eso de, ir a otro país para una mejor vida, un mejor trabajo. Y nomás si no están muy informados de la situación, I think it's really important for you to be informed and just to be informed, maybe spread the word and no hate, support each other because también como nosotros mexicanos hemos pasado por eso.
Definitely, yeah. Support each other any way we possibly can because many of us have been there, done that, and it's just a very important topic. I feel that we all need to somehow, however we can, try to help.
As we said, it's Halloween, so we have some fun drinks to show you guys. So, Dianna, you have the first drink, right?
Yes. So we're gonna start off with some cranberry juice, and we're gonna use vodka as well, and we're gonna use sugar candy. And what else are we gonna need for this one? Some ice. So first, and some food coloring. We're gonna use green. You can use black, purple, any Halloweenish color. So first off, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. Y vamos a empezar con wetting this a little bit. Okay.
Okay, so these are some fun drinks to make. Maybe you're hosting a Halloween party. We're going to show you the simple way, but some of the cute ideas we saw on YouTube was for ice cubes, where you fill up the tray with water, and you fill in the water with the little bugs, right? Oh, yeah. Like the Halloween little rings and stuff, and then, so it looks like a creepy ice cube.
Yeah, you can also do that. But for this time, we're not going to do that. So yeah, you wet the rim a little bit, or you can put lemon if you want, but we put water. And then you just simply go like this on the sugar. Just to get the rim nicely colored, just like this. And then agarran el hielo, le echan poquito hielo. Ay, tantito. And luego le van a echar el cranberry. You can do cranberry, you can do another juice. We chose to do cranberry porque it's kind of red, Halloween, blood, something like that. Y so ya le echan tantito, maybe about this much. It's fine. Y luego van a agarrar el mixer aquí. Now open it up. Y le van a echar aquí el alcohol. Ya, pues cada quien al gusto, depending how much you want to party. A mí me gusta a little bit only. Okay, so ya, le echan ahí al gusto, sin pena. Y luego agarran el food coloring.
¿Qué color es ese, Diana?
Green. We're doing green today, but you can do black. I mean, it would look really cool. Black, purple, any even orange, but I don't know, orange and red.
Yeah.
You could do 1 or 2 drops. Hold on. This is.
Yeah, so there's a lot of Halloween colors you guys can use for the food coloring. It could be, orange, yellow. I mean, not yellow. Oh, yeah, yellow, green, black, red.
Yeah. Ay, ya me pinté. Okay. So, este no viene con drops, so I'm just gonna kind of tentearle ahí. Y entonces, le echan.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, that should be enough. We're gonna close it up now. Y luego la van a poner aquí. Y luego you're gonna mix it up. Shake it. Shake it. Not too much.
Wow, it's looking, the color, I love the green.
And then now you're going to open this up and you're going to use a spoon aquí, and you're gonna use a spoon. Actually, I think I need a little bit more cranberry juice.
More cranberry?
Yeah, se ve too low. Okay, así. Y luego, you're gonna put the spoon, and this is gonna help para que no se caiga el chorro bien rápido, so it could go slowly y no se mixtie todo con el red. And you start pouring it a little bit. Así.
Wow.
Just so it gives you like a nice contrast and it doesn't blend all the way. And that's how it is. Maybe you guys could see.
Wow, that looks delicious.
It looks really nice, like the contrast. So así como dark on the top and then lighter on the bottom.
Wow.
Looks really cool.
Y ahí como el gusto, depending on your Halloween party, you can decorate it, add a little more touch to it.
Yeah, and then there you have it. Ahora we're gonna do another drink that Ale's gonna do for us.
So if you're having a little Halloween theme party, y yo les voy a demostrar un non-alcoholic drink. También para los niños, because the little kids like to have fun, little pretty drinks and stuff. So
If they see you with the cool drink, van a querer también uno también ellos.
va a decir, mami, can I have a sip? Bueno, pues. So, here you go. And we're going to have the orange juice. And then we're going to use, me pasas el Gatorade y el lemonade, los dos.
here's the lemonade.
So, lemonade.
Sparkling lemonade, ¿verdad?
Yeah, and some Gatorade. You can use lemonade, anything, but we got this tropical punch, so it should have a good flavor to it. So, what new movie's coming out for Halloween? Diana, tell us.
Acaba de salir la movie de Halloween. I was a fan since growing up with Michael Myers and stuff. I really enjoy watching those movies. Y ahorita pues acaban de salir the new Michael Myers movie, which is 40 years later. So it was really cool. I was very excited to go see the movie. ¿Tú ya la miraste, Ale?
No la he visto, pero scary movies, I can't see them alone, so I have to wait for that.
I know. I feel like before when I was younger, I could see scary movies mejor. Y ahora como que they kind of stress me out.
They stress you out, yeah.
But I still went. Fui porque pues era Halloween. So here's the sparkling one. Oh, and also you can also use this one, que está bien bueno, es el de tamarindo, and as a replacement other than the orange juice. But you could use, whatever you want. This is another option you can use. But anyway, so fui a ver la movie. Yes, I was scared. I was very excited to watch it. It was nice to see pues those characters, how they've also grown throughout the time that they started the film. Yes, oh, look at how pretty it looks.
Oh, it looks like a Frankenstein color, no?
Yes.
And then maybe if you want to add if you have like red food coloring, maybe add some blood, maybe sprinkle some red sugar.
Yeah, some red sprinkles. Or también you can also add the food coloring.
Oh, yeah?
Like slightly put it
Slightly
on
and
top.
just mix it up, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you can have different Halloween colors.
So yeah, it was pretty cool. I enjoyed the movie. So yeah, I recommend that you guys should go watch it for the Halloween spirit. And also también me and Ale wanted to share with you guys a few tips para ahora ya que va a ser Halloween pues today, later on for tonight. Just to be very careful, when you're walking around in the streets, try to have like a light with you, lo que sea una pulserita o una espada or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. Luego, si no, it's Halloween. The costumes are running out, so no se preocupen. Our last video, episode 7, we showed some quick Halloween costume makeup, so cheap, fast, and affordable. So go check it out. Y que era un scarecrow y qué más era?
Yeah, scarecrow, a skeleton, y también era a coco. Yeah, it was a coco one. And so if you haven't thought of something, bien rapidito ahí lo puedes hacer with something you already have at home. And again, with the lights, eso es para que los carros se vean. Also, just make sure, like with your kids or yourself, so if you're trick-or-treating, make sure your candy is closed before you eat it, porque también we don't want nothing bad to happen to you guys. We love you guys. And yeah,
So cheers or what?
Cheers for Halloween. Let's see. Okay. Oh, it's actually good. It's not too strong. I liked mine. Okay.
Yeah, and there's simple drinks like this one right here, tamarindo from Agua Lucha. You can just mix some tequila and you're set. So we're going to go on a quick commercial break. De regreso vamos con Esther Rosales, a licensed marriage and family therapist. We're so excited for you guys to meet her, get some advice y pues, el amor y todo, right? Self-development y todo es muy importante. So stay tuned.
Shop MX LA Beauty for quality makeup at amazing prices. For smooth, soft lips, use a cherry lip scrub followed by the new coconut lip mask infused with vitamin E. Let your creativity fly high with the Ultraviolet Galaxy palette, which includes 18 shimmer and matte eyeshadows and also 3 amazing highlighters. Use the code BELLAS for a discount off your order. Wholesale and retail now available at www.mxlabeauty.com.
Bienvenidos a Bellas Sin Reglas. So here with our guest.
Hola, Esther Rosales.
Welcome.
Welcome. So, before we get into the interview, pues Jackie Dubón no pudo estar aquí hoy, but le mandamos besos, and she'll be here next episode. So, Esther, bienvenida.
Thank
We're
you.
so glad to have you here.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Okay, so for the people que no, maybe are not familiar with your work, maybe kind of give us a brief description de lo que te enfocas tú.
Absolutely. So I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I do individual, couples, and family therapy. So soy terapista familiar, individual y de parejas.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. What grabbed your attention para meterte en esa carrera?
Ay, what grabbed my attention? I always say I never chose a career. It was just kind of life events led me to that.
Okay.
And so I started I have a degree in film and documentary making.
Wow.
Yeah, so I did a 2-year research project on teen pregnancy, and that kind of just led the way to where I am now.
Wow. It's crazy how things just, fall into place. How they just happen, right?
Yes. No, and and everything just is coming full circle. It's been over 10 years since I did my master's program, but then I never would have thought that this is where I was going to be. And if you ask me, well, did you know you were going to be a therapist? Absolutely not.
Okay.
And especially not doing radio and television and workshops. It's so incredible to be able to reach a huge amount of people on this platform.
But
So
in
a
a
lot of
way,
people.
it kind of merged in.
Everything makes sense. Yeah. So even having my degree in film,
yeah.
I know what it is to kind of do the back end of it. So being on the front is a little different.
Definitely. Y bueno, pues, como you just mentioned it, you're licensed marriage family therapist, pero haces mucho. You have these workshops. You have these events that you hold. You're doing maybe some side projects with Univision, right?
Yes.
You do some segments there. How do you balance it all, woman?
I love life. No, actually, you know what? I'm a huge advocate for self-care.
Self-care.
And I do a lot of that. Kid you not, I sleep 7 to 8 hours every single day.
Awesome.
And I make a huge point of it. And people say oh, you sleep too much. It's it's what I need.
Yes.
I work a lot, and so I sleep. So when I go and do segments for Univision, they're at 5 or 6 in the morning. I have to be up at 3. And then I go home, I take a nap, and then I get up and go to the office because then I'm not getting home until 10 o'clock at night. So I drink lots of water, and I always find time to meet up with friends and family. My office is in Montebello, and I have a friend who lives in Pico Rivera. So after I see my patients, we'll meet up and we'll walk for an hour.
Okay.
It's it's doing those little things that really help keep that balance.
Yeah. And I feel like to have a good relationship con alguien más, no importa con quien sea, with your significant other or your mom, your sisters, I feel first you have to have a good relationship with yourself, I feel.
Oh my gosh, that is so important. And it's so interesting because now that I do my private practice, I'm my own boss. I'm accountable to myself and my patients. And con eso que dices que te tienes que cuidar a ti primero, has visto de enero ahora octubre ha habido 2 ocasiones en las que tuve que cancelar todos mis pacientes because I wasn't okay. I wasn't okay, and there's no way that I'm going to go and sit across the couch from you and not give you my 100.
Yeah, try to help them
Yes,
without.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So being able to stay balanced and healthy myself, I had to be able to be okay with canceling and not feeling bad about it.
Oh, wow.
Is there maybe 3 or 5 exercises que nos puedas recomendar a nosotros aquí en casa para que podamos practicarlos, on a daily basis or weekly para que ourselves are good with ourselves?
Well, yeah, and I'll give you what I do.
Okay.
Every single night before I go to sleep, I just have random journals everywhere. So I write 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for. Todos los días. And sometimes it's a clean bathroom to just brush my teeth and wash my face. Sometimes I'm home so exhausted, I'm like, oh, mi camita, gracias por mi camita. So that's one thing. Another thing that I do, honestly, and actually when I go to the bank, it's so funny, when I pull out the money to pay for my office space, I always say, I love paying bills. Because, it's that energy.
Yes.
The energy that you put out to the universe is what you get back.
Yes.
So if I'm happy pulling out that money to pay my office, it's amazing, right? It never becomes like a chore.
Yeah.
Another thing that I do, again, drinking lots of water.
Lots of water.
I mean, I probably drink about a gallon of water a day.
Oh, wow.
I love drinking water.
That's
It
awesome.
keeps you healthy, keeps you hydrated, and just really clear-minded as well. I exercise. I really do. I try to go run 3 times a week, but definitely walking. When I'm not running or the gym.
Yes.
And I always, every day, make sure that I get at least one hug from somebody.
Oh, I like
that's
that
It's
one.
that physical touch. And people know I'm constantly touching people and, wanting to hug. It's that energy that you get from other people.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's important because we're human beings. We need human interaction.
Yes.
Whether we want to be all strong, like, I don't need no one, this and that, but we need human interaction.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, another thing that I have is actually on my phone, I have alarms that go off at different times of the day, and they all have a message. Like I do remember the last one at 9:00 at night. It says, "I'm grateful for everything I experienced today." So no matter where I am at 9:00 at night, I need to. My alarm goes off, and I read it, and it reminds me whether it was good or bad. I am grateful for everything that I experienced.
Wow.
And then I have another one that says, "God is moving all the right pieces." And so I just have alarms that just remind me of different things. I'm attracting. What is it? I'm attracting unconditional love and abundance in all areas of my life. And those are just reminders to myself.
Yes.
That God is good.
I love that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna definitely try to
Yeah,
incorporate
yes,
that.
incorporate that, yeah.
That's awesome because sometimes you're having like this bad day or a busy day, pero luego te llega el alarm that you totally forgot you had even done, and it's gonna like help your day. I love that.
Oh, wow. That's life-changing porque te cambia la mentalidad, ¿verdad? Porque,
absolutely.
it's a constant reminder to, be appreciative of what you have porque es muy fácil, like I'm having this bad day, this is going wrong. Es muy fácil darse, give up to these negative feelings y these positive feelings they make a difference, right?
Y si uno se siente bien uno mismo, es lo que le vas a radicar a todos los demás, ¿no? Y todo el mundo dice, ay, qué mal humor tiene ella o qué mal humor tiene ella. Pero muchas veces no nos fijamos en qué es lo que estamos dando nosotros.
Wow.
Yeah, and I
Interesting.
feel like kind of it's like the law of attraction,
Absolutely.
Like, yes. I love that. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So, Esther, you do a lot of things. Maybe you help people with childhood trauma. Maybe they're going through grief, maybe family stuff. And we've seen that you focus a lot on maybe counseling, because you do counseling one-on-one.
Yes.
You do couples and family, right?
Yes.
Which one do you get the most requests from?
I mean, the majority of my practice is individuals. But it's funny so I work every other Saturday, and most Saturdays are filled up with couples. And I'll see anywhere from 3 to 6 patients on a Saturday. And this last weekend, I had 4 couples. 4 of the 6 were couples. So it just really depends on the need. Yeah. I don't see right now I don't have any families. But I do have couples, and they range from being premarital counseling. A couple that I have who's they're going to be married next year, and then I have people who are like in their 50s. I have a couple who's in their 50s.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So it really ranges, and it's
Interesting.
interesting
Wow.
to see how some of their challenges are the same across the board.
Yeah.
No matter the age.
No
they're
matter the age, yes.
Wow.
yes. I have all my couples do an exercise where they look at each other and they're holding their hands and they say, I'm grateful for, and for that, whatever that day, I'm sorry for, and I love you because. And the cutest thing I've ever seen this last weekend, it was a couple, they're in their 50s. And after he was done, he grabbed her and he smacked her in the ass. And I was like, yes! And they had been having a lot of trouble before that. And I was like, yes, even in your 50s, like that's how you do it.
Oh, wow.
It was really cool to see.
That's awesome. So it's I'm grateful for.
I'm grateful for. I'm sorry for.
for.
And I love you because.
And I love you because.
And I encourage all my couples to do this at night before they're going to sleep, because every day you did something to either piss them off, right? There's something that they did that you want to acknowledge them for, and then you have to write a daily reminder of this is why I love you.
Oh, wow. So, parejas que están escuchando,
Sí.
Tomen nota.
Gracias por, discúlpame por, y te amo por.
Yeah, a good exercise for you to do. Entonces, pues, you have a lot of good knowledge and a lot of advice. Pero, ¿cómo le haces tú when you're having, your own, relationship problems, or, who do you go for therapy?
I don't have relationship problems. The biggest lie. I have an amazing tribe. I have women who, I mean, I call them my warrior prayers. I call people and I email people and I'm like, hey, I'm going through this. Can you please pray for me? Just yesterday, I was driving home from the office and I found out some information and it kind of unsettled me. So thank you for that question because it unsettled me and it made me question like, wow, where am I in life right now? And I was driving on the 605 and I was like, I am worthy, as like tears were coming down, you know?
Man.
So even despite the fact that I'm doing this and I'm running workshops and I'm doing all these amazing things, there comes moments in my life where I have to remember that.
Yes.
So I really do. I was driving, holding the wheel and saying, God, I know you love me. I have this amazing life. But there was like this little thing of like, yes, I know I'm worthy of. So just that's how. And so as soon as and it was funny because I called 2 of my girlfriends because I was going to tell them. And then they went off on whatever they had to share. And I was like, okay, I'm holding space for them. And then when I got home, I was talking to my brother's girlfriend. And I told her, and I'm like, thank you for holding space for me. She's like, we all need it.
Yeah, and I bet that can happen with your friends a lot because they see you as like, the person who's going to help us. And maybe I feel like sometimes they can forget that you also need, like that talk.
Oh, yeah, but you know what? They'll also tell me, Esther, therapist hat is off. Today is just Esther. Yes, you're right. And even with my siblings, so I'm the oldest of 8. And so even when we're interacting, sometimes they're like, all right, Esther, you're not the therapist. You're just our sister. Okay, yes, you're right.
Oh, wow. Es un importante recordatorio que también, even though, you have these amazing accomplishments, también you have your own, everybody has their own issues. We all need something, someone to talk to. And like, we're all human beings. We all go through the same stuff.
Yeah, y tener alguien con quien puedes confiar y ir a contarle lo que te está lastimando, ¿no? Y algo muy importante, que whoever you're going to pick is make sure that they can hold sacred space for you.
Wow.
Right? That they're, because my information, I tend to be a private person. And so if I'm telling you something, I don't expect you to come and share it with Dianna.
Yeah.
Right? Even if we're all working on this together.
Yes.
And so, and a way of knowing that is like, I pay attention to how people talk about other people too.
Wow.
Yeah, that says a lot
That's
about
a big
them.
indicator.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so, I always try to tell people if it's not something positive you're sharing or information, you probably don't need to be saying it.
Wow. That's true. Definitely do not talk about others. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the Mujer series because that's something major.
Yes.
Roxy, if you're listening, hey girl. So, you've been partnered with Roxy doing a lot of events, workshops, right?
Yes.
And Roxy she has her own nonprofit, Amigas for My Soul.
Yes.
And then, so you're doing this Mujer series where it's like kind of focusing on communication, on self-communication for yourself and with others, right?
Yes.
You want to go into detail a little bit about it?
Absolutely. So it's Amigas for My Soul, and it's a nonprofit empowering women to be educated and supporting each other. And a few years ago, the idea of doing the Mujer series, so it's motivating, unique, joyful, and rich relationships. And it's 4 weeks, 2 hours. And this, actually, we may still have a few spots if anybody would like to get a spot. It is going to be at Las Fotos Projects in LA. And I believe it's $60 for 4 weeks, and it's over 8 hours of content. It is incredible. And we limit it to 20 women because it's really personal. I mean, incredible breakthroughs. Yeah, as you really focus and incredible breakthroughs. And the first week is developing a healthy relationship with yourself. ¿Quién soy yo? ¿De dónde? ¿Qué es lo que de veras me gusta a mí? ¿Qué es lo que quiero de la vida yo? The second week is developing a healthy relationship with your partner. So whether you're single, married, divorced, whatever, friends with benefits, wherever in the spectrum you are, this is a really good segment because it helps you discover who you are in a relationship. And so many people lose themselves in a relationship. And the third week is seeing where you are with your family. So we go through family order, through birth order.
Wow.
It's really neat, and it just kind of like what relationships you have or lack in your family and why. And the last one is developing a healthy relationship with other women. And I think that's so powerful because women are the first to honestly tear each other down.
Yeah.
A few years ago, there was an article on Forbes that said that women are less likely to hire other women.
Wow.
Yeah, whereas men will hire their friends, their people they know, but women
bro code and everything.
Yes. And we don't follow that.
Where's girl code?
It's changing in the years, but it's still, I mean, just kind of think about some of your female, colleagues and friends and family members. Do they let you know when there's openings? right? Do we let each other know, hey, there's an opportunity, you should come with me?
And why do you think that happens? Because it's true, now that you mention it, like you start thinking like of things. Como que like, como.
I think it's an insecurity. If I bring you, you're younger, maybe you're cuter, maybe you weigh less, maybe you weigh more, whatever. So it's like, well, I don't want you to take my spot.
Maybe también porque like how it's been with women in history and jobs and like how, women have struggled so much to get to where they are. Maybe could that be like maybe an insecurity that.
But again, it's all rooted in fear and insecurity of I may not be good enough. So if I bring Ale around, she might take my position. But the thing is that no matter where you are in life, your lane is already destined for
Lo
you.
que es para ti es para ti.
No te lo puedo,
Ni aunque te pongas ni aunque te quites.
Sí,
como
te
dicen.
puedes aferrar a algo, pero si no es para ti, it's just not going to happen. And that's the same thing with everything, especially in relationships.
Yeah.
We think, no, this is who I love, this is who I want to be with, pero si
Sí.
no es, no es. And even if he's like, nope, I don't want him, and he keeps showing up, he keeps showing up, right?
Es
No, a lot of times I'm like, no, Diosito, not him, not him.
No.
Oh, wow.
Well, so we opened it up to our audience y les dijimos que we were going to have you as our
Yes.
guest, and we asked them to send us in questions if they had, any relationship questions that they had, and there's a few people who reached out. We're not going to reveal their identities.
Okay.
So nomás van a hacer las preguntas, and so you can give us some advice on that.
Absolutely.
So one of our viewers asked a question about long distance relationships. For in this case, the long distance was all the way in Mexico, so it was out of the country. The person was here, and the other person was in Mexico. And the person was asking, is it possible to actually work this out?
Any relationship is possible si los dos le echan ganas.
Sí.
And it depends on what the long-term goal is. Is it forever going to be long distance? Is there a 6 months, a 9 months, a year? We have to know what we're working with, right? But absolutely, you can nurture the relationship, especially now. We have Skype, we have FaceTime, we have, there's just so much technology available to us now that you can nurture it. Realistically, though, again, you need that touch.
Yeah.
When you have a wedding, you want to bring him with you or her. So it's just really being comfortable in your own space as well, and knowing that, okay, even if we're far apart, I trust in what he's doing and he trusts in what I'm doing. Oh, wow. And so just really setting the ground rules, that's so important for long distance relationships, because just because you're not here doesn't mean I can run off and do whatever I want, right? So you just have to be, okay, what are the boundaries that we have? Okay, we can go out and dance, podemos ir a bailar, podemos ir a cenar, can we hang out with partners or friends of the opposite sex? Like how we need to set some boundaries. But I mean, it'll work, but you have to have the time frame in mind.
And maybe like set some goals, like whether
Absolutely.
the relationship is getting serious.
Yes. Well, I don't know that you would want to engage in a non-serious long
Yeah.
distance relationship,
Yeah,
right?
Especially
It
if
just
it's
doesn't
long
make
distance.
sense.
Like,
Yeah.
So if it's not serious and we're not talking moving on to the next step, I wouldn't entertain it.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I mean, when you go over there, visit them and have fun.
Oh, wow. Y luego en Univision, you had your own segments. There was one about divorciado y con hijos, dating, how to begin dating, talking about, will this relationship have no future? These topics, do you come up with them, or first of all, how did you get working with Univision?
Okay.
And then second question is, do you come up with the topics, or they come with you to the topics?
Okay, so I started doing segments for Univision exactly a year ago. Yay, happy anniversary. And it just came up, they were actually looking through Facebook, apparently they were looking for a wedding planner or something along the lines in weddings. And so one of my cousins, who's amazing, I call her my little angel, she's like, Esther, you do stuff with weddings, right? And I'm like, why do stuff with people who are married, who had weddings? And she's like, well, Univision is looking for something like that. Can you do it? I was like, sure. And that's another thing. I will always say yes. Wow. Almost always say yes, because you don't know what that opportunity is going to offer you, right? So here I said yes to her. And I don't manage Facebook. I have a business page, but I don't use it. So she's like, okay, I'm going to have her contact you. So she contacted me. I wasn't what they were looking for. However, there was something that she liked in me, and that she's like, you know what, come in, do this, and I don't remember what my first segment was, and then that's just how it started.
Wow.
They liked what they saw, and that's how I kept going. So yeah, the topics, I sometimes I feel like they tear pages out of my journal. No, I never pick the topics, but a lot of them are so close to home that I'm like, wow.
Like they
I'm
know
like,
something.
Yeah, I'm like, for the producer, I'm like, you sure do know how to pick them. No, I don't pick the topics. They do, and they just let me know when they have something that they want me to work on.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's nice. Like just another extra platform to share your voice and share your advice. And
Absolutely.
it's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
it helps me practice my Spanish because they're in Spanish
Oh,
now.
sí, español.
Well, they're all in Spanish. And I also do segments for Telemundo.
Oh, Telemundo
nice.
too.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Telemundo as
That's
well.
awesome.
And it's so neat because like I don't wear makeup. I don't do I very little, and even with the hair. And when I go there, it is full on, like pestañas, the eyebrows, and so it's really neat to just kind of like be that persona, right? But then on my way home, literally at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm pulling off my eyelashes.
Oh my God,
and,
that's
like,
funny.
rubbing my face because I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Yeah.
So I'm all beautified for like 30 minutes.
That's awesome.
Oh wow.
Another question that one of our viewers had was, how can I know when I'm in a relationship where she didn't necessarily want to say like abusive, but like when her identity was kind of taken, or like,
So here's one of the things that I tell everybody: listen to your body. Your body is your greatest compass. It will tell you, yes, do this, no, don't do that. Even from like drinking this lemonade, right? Like I saw you reading the ingredients, and it's like, what does your body already tell you from reading what's in there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, yes, I should drink it or no.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't say, no, you probably shouldn't drink it, but oh, you're enjoying it, right? So it's like, if something feels off and you don't feel safe, you don't need to be there, right? And I know I was in a relationship once where I know that he lost himself in my life. Like, it's so easy to, like, for me to consume you. I have 7 siblings. I have, my parents, and, I have all this stuff. It's like almost like a whirlwind, right? And so it's easy to get lost in other people's life. And you have to remember what keeps you happy, what keeps you, safe. And I remember in that relationship, we came up with boundaries, certain time here, certain time there, and it worked. And so it's not losing yourself to them because you're still your own person, and saving that time for he does his stuff, she does her stuff, right? And then there's stuff that you do together. And that's how you really keep it balanced.
so having like your own time,
Time, yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
not always in this
Immerse in
relationship,
that person.
consumed in
Yes,
this relationship
yes.
only.
And there's women, and there are also men who lose themselves to relationships. They don't return calls, they don't hang out with their friends anymore, and then that relationship is lost, and then they're lost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they,
Right?
yeah.
And then they don't have anyone. So it's like, no, keeping that balance, that relationship doesn't complete you. It complements you.
It compliments you.
Oh, I love that.
Wow.
Interesting.
Right?
Yes,
But here we
I
go
love that.
living our life. And I don't know who made this up. You get 50 and I get 50. Absolutely not. I don't want 50% of you. I want 100 because I'm going to give you 100. And that's the only way that it's going to work.
Wow.
When two people who can give their 100%, that's when it's going to work. Because if I'm coming in with 50%, that's easy. I don't have to do. I'm only doing
Yeah.
half the work. Right? So let's let go of that idea.
Oh wow. Does that apply with friendships also? Like
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm not the therapist.
Yes, of course. And with any type of relationship, because why would you ever want to give half of yourself?
That's true.
It doesn't work like that. You have to be able to give everything that you do. You give it to the max. With my mom, I call her, "Mami, ¿cómo estás?" It's the best day of my life. I'm like, "Really, mommy?" It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It was great. Couldn't be better. And she believes that because in that moment, that's all that you have.
That's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
You know?
wow.
So it's just really practicing and saying, I'm so happy and grateful for everything that you have in your life.
So I've noticed like throughout this interview, that you promote so much of like talking to ourselves and like
yeah.
helping ourselves, you're good, you're worthy, you're having an amazing day. So that's like one of your biggest tips.
No, because remember, if you don't encourage yourself, no one else is going to believe in you. Right? You have to believe in who you are and what you are doing in order for others. Like, you two would not, if I wouldn't have believed in Bellas if you two didn't.
Yeah.
Right? But what you share in your segments and in your podcast, like it lets me know, like these girls are enjoying it, right? They take their time to record this and like look up information that they're providing. So that shows me that you're taking care of what you want. And so I want it too. I want to believe in it. So absolutely you're it. Like you're it. And then everything else complements you.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. I like that.
Wow, really
So
great
much good stuff.
information. You know, self-care is really important. And so give us really quick where they can find you on social media, maybe your website, anything.
Yes. So the easiest thing is my website, estherrosales.com. And then my Instagram is Esther RSLS. Or it might be RSLS Esther.
We'll put it down here.
Yeah, we'll put the information.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. This was
Yeah.
a lot of
Thank
fun.
you so
And I
much,
hope
yeah.
it was
Yeah, thank you.
informational.
Yes, of
Anybody
course,
want
yeah.
to reach out to me, feel free to give me a call or email or a DM.
Yeah, and also don't be afraid, you know, if you feel like you do want to have maybe a therapy session with Esther. Like, I think sometimes there's like a negative connotation with therapy.
Yeah, no.
And, yeah.
No, because it's so taboo, especially in the Latino culture.
Yes,
It's like
yes.
you go to church and talk, you know, church helps you take care of all. But no, therapy helps you process. And it is hard. It's so hard to go and sit with someone who's going to kind of like reflect your life to you and, you know, just help you process it. I don't want to feel that. Absolutely not, because I'm always right. And so it's hard. And therapy is one of the most amazing things that you can do for yourself. Absolutely.
Definitely.
So definitely.
Pues
yeah.
muchas gracias. Really informational. We do appreciate you being here, and check her out. And
Thank you.
You know,
Yeah.
all kind of therapy is good therapy. So.
Yes. Well, no. Retail therapy is not good.
yes,
Going to the bar therapy is not good. No. Food therapy is not
Okay,
good.
most of it.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah,
one.
thank you so much. I love this episode myself. But also, we want to remind you guys to check out nopalazul.com for our other episodes we've done in the past. Like we mentioned earlier, today it's Halloween, so if you haven't found out what you want to be tonight, our last episode, ahí puedes agarrar un quick little costume que puedes hacer allá con lo que tienes en casa. Y también our new show came out, which is Mentor. Y ya the first episode is going to be up soon.
Woo! Yeah, and then Diana did a interview with Tercer Elemento, so check that out on Nopal Azul, and also a quick video recapping Hispanas as LA.
Oh, yes,
Event is up
Hispanas
there,
as
so
LA.
check it out. And thank you so much, Esther.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you
Yeah.
for taking
I
the
was your
time
host,
to come with us.
Alejandra, and
Dianna Citlaly.
and that's a wrap.